Big Boss Jock Radio Show. Listeners are encouraged to rise up, confront the U.S. government, kick off the revolution, be part of the solution, liberate the Confederate States of America, the Alamo, placed as the capital. Analyst Assessment, Episode 13. The clip being assessed was posted by NBC News. Posted on April 5th, 2019. Airtime 52 minutes, 2 seconds. Clip entitled, Watch Live. Trump participates in immigration and border security round table. Minute, no, 0 seconds only. 55 seconds into the clip. Statement made dawn. It's not fair. That's the way it is. The system is full, and when it's full, there is nothing you can do about it. You have to say, I am sorry. We can't take you. Analyst assessment. Computer-generated phrase. The listener out there needs to keep in mind, this is computer generation, which is placed to the screen. What was just read. The rubbish, English rubbish. Let's look at the structure. It's not fair. That's the way it is. The system is full, and when it's full, there's nothing you can do about it. The listener, when they hear you, they need to abstractly perceive you ties to the problem. And the problem is the entire immigration system is full. But they're thinking that way, the viewer, the listener, in the abstract, because they aren't you. They're the U.S. citizen. They're given the information in a way which they must process, perceive in the subconscious, by thinking in the abstract, coming up with the fit definition, description, allocation of what was described, placed to the subject, but in the form of you. Then they receive instruction, what they need to do. You have to say, I am sorry. So the person takes from the abstract you to the personal I am sorry. Then he takes it to the we, and remember, it's not Don, it's the USDIA. They slide it over to the we can't take you. Well, you is you, U.S. citizen, and we is supposed to be our country. Can't take you. Well, it is a bit confusing, and what's going on is the subconscious is being programmed. What to do. Being instructed in the form of you. A computer-generated place dialogue has left the population brainwashed. They're about to give up their nation. They were around, and they were of age to understand the story. The first Gulf conflict between the United States and Iraq, in the Persian Gulf, there was a conflict. Not exactly in the Gulf, but the region. And there was a group of Iraqis, estimated at 250,000 soldiers, placed their guns on the side of the road, put their hands up, and began walking, surrendered, but hadn't been confronted. Yankees about to wake up. Oh, and well, they were yakking for many years about how they were packing. Oh, they have the guns, and they're going to go get it done. And what's going to happen? They're going to wake up and, the gun's pointed at them. Gun confiscation. Well, no longer does the ones who are in power need to worry so much. The gun's been taken. Crisis situation. When declared are the sanctuary cities, which right after the cities are declared, everywhere in between there is declared, and it's a sanctuary place. Disgrace. Yankees snoozing. They're about to lose. Time to join up with the revolution. Unless they're just going to remain another Yankee. About to be ushered. Some into the underground. Others going to roam around. War and factions. Is it going to be Aztlan or Africa, America? The autonomous region. Declared from the Colorado River up through the Great Salt Lake, there between Montana and Idaho, everything west from that line will be declared the autonomous region of California at first. They're going to be protected by no longer the U.S. Border Patrol, but rather Border Patrol. Maintaining the anonymity, the autonomous region. Anonymity? No, but they'd be anatomy. There we go. Catalonia knows. They've been fighting now for years to gain autonomy. I'm going to read directly from the script. If anyone cares to see the script, at current date, it's being hosted on a forum on a website named the True Conspiracy Forum. The entire 52 minutes is posted. Everyone is able to go there who chooses and take a look. When stated going to read from the script, that's the script. If they care to go and take a look. Unfair with unbalanced. Computer-generated U.S. president acknowledged his unfair system is in turn biased, unfair, and unbalanced. U.S. president admits is a failed system. Statement made, it's not fair. Children on the schoolyard give back the ball. Hey, it's not fair. If don't identify the viewer, and that's a comparison, the level at which the U.S. president is carrying out the function, that the duties of being the president. But it's not him, and that's what the people need to understand. He's nothing more than a masquerader. That face peels off. There's another underneath. The USDIA is who places the dialogue. And there's a group of them in control. Agents. And yeah, there is one always that has the leadership for a while. I mean, there have been different leaders of their group. This hasn't been just going on for a day or two. The shadow government's been in place for decades and let's go past that. Be ready, people. I know it's difficult for me. Travel to the 1800s, all the way to the 17 and before. Since the foundation of the United States of America, one masquerader after another. Masks have been being produced since wax and gelatin have existed. Were of knowledge to the human. They figured out how to mix the two. Pour a mold out of plaster of Paris, form one on their face first, then pour out that substance. Go ahead and give it a try. Any of you out there? 4 parts gelatin, 1 part wax? That's right. Flavorless, colorless gelatin. They cared one time someone was diagnosed with yellow fever, and yellow was the color. Yellow food coloring needed to go in the mask. That's right. It does work. Need a little more rouge? We'll add a little more red, but it will turn, well, kind of a bronze color. We're out in the sun for a while. That's right. Children on the schoolyard fighting. It's not fair. Comment a child would make. And it's adorable when it's children gaining their skills, developing as a human being in the stage of being a child. Adults that operate at the level of children are ignorant. Statement made by Don. Significant sent. Establishment in place. Stuck with a failed system. Statement made. You have to say, I am sorry. I can't take you. Viewers who identified catchphrase was placed. Will later describe when hashed over is the issue. State, sorry, can't take them. It's just too full. Awaited instruction arrived in the form of you. Theme then associated described in first person when attached to the second group, named as you. So what's happening is the person's being conditioned through the placement of you, them placing a description in their mind, imagining what that description is by perceiving due to preconceived ideas, not by the information being detailed. The information's being left out. They're being led along, baited by the use of the word you. Every time that's heard, Yankee Sam locks on, grabs a hold of their mind another time. And that phrase there is a good example of how the person's taken from the abstract you, which you can't, when it's full, there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. So how about the country's bankrupt and there's nothing you can do about it? Well, then what's next? We can't take you. How about we needed to cede territory? Reparations paid. That's right. How about that one? And then the Yankee will just sit there snoozing, learning what to do in the form of you. And, who was at the butt of the joke? The Iraqis who put down their guns? 320 million Yankee are about ready to do the same with their nation. And no one will know how that happened. Which are you out there, listener? You going to be ushered underground? Or going to roam around above ground? Before or after the gun confiscation? Going to allow the takeover? I have a better idea. Join up with the revolution. Be part of the solution. Liberate the territory. Liberate the Confederate States of America. Alamo placed as the capital. Any who are interested, Redding, California, every afternoon, Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 5:30 in front of the Redding Police Department. Held as a handheld billboard, approximately 2 foot by 3 foot, quite visible. Maybe 2.5 feet. Something around there. Have to measure it. Or maybe it was 20 by 24. Though the other one was 24 by 28. Wouldn't want to lose track. Where am I? Going down the path. Bring it on back. Couple years now. Overthrow the U.S. government. Revolution is the solution. No one yet has joined the posse. Comitatus is necessary in order to bring about order. Enforce the law. Well, now we understand. Law is flawed. Because look what's going on. On the other side of the sign, I was tortured by the police. Straight pins pushed through testicles, inserted into eyeballs, placed
inserted under fingernails on the sign, and no one has a problem. Yankee just drives down the road. Same old show. Well, maybe there's someone out there not from this community seeing that this community, I wouldn't want to exclude. They must have their reasons why they drive past a man who's in need, been pleading. I have been shot from head to toe. Yeah, it was a small caliber, so it doesn't mean much. Wasn't even a .22. Pierced through the face, through the hands, through the feet. Sprayed from head to toe. And nothing. Agitator wire placed in the heart. I didn't place that wire. No one held responsible. Speaking right to you out there. If you're fed up, show up. Join the posse. You're welcome to join the revolution. Everyone's included. It's based on ideas, not on race. Though there is another take on race. No, we aren't all exactly the same. There are cultural differences. Yankee as a society, they have failed. What happened with the family unit? Well, when studied our biracial relationships, the families which are formed, how often do those relationships last? Does the family unit stay together? Oh, that's not able to be discussed because there's something called blended and mixed families, and then, well, they would be excluded. So the issue shouldn't be talked of because the person would be seen as discriminatory, not including the ones who come from a broken family unit. Use of another term which makes it sound okay, all right. The Yankee style way of doing business. Degraded society. Confederate way of life is nearly the opposite of what promotes Yankee Sam. If they'd like to know more, feel free to read. There's thousands of pages at the copyright. And I cannot get... I'm stuck. I'm a slave. I was tagged at 11 months old. A stem receiver placed between the skull and the brain with an electrode pushed through to the frontal lobe. Yes, the eyes do glow. And I can't get anyone to pull over to the side of the road with a 100-watt CB and light me up. No one will take the time. That was on one of the signs also. Please, oh please. Never know. Maybe someone out there wants to join the posse. Be part of the revolution. The invite's there. Redding, California. A one only God, He helps me do this rhyme. I do give my thanks along with gratitude for our one only God, Father in heaven. This is the Big Boss Jock, signing off.